Hey guys, I'll make a really quick live stream because I'm going to meet a client in like half an hour. I've got a little bit of a flu. It's nothing major. I think it's going around. A lot of my friends had it, some family had it, so it's just it's worn me out a little bit. Anyway, this live stream's not going to take very long. 5 to 10 minutes to explain how to build social confidence and how to get over social anxiety and how to improve every aspect of your life from that place. And I've really realized this from, I'll say, from about 2017 when I came out of hospital. You know, for those of you that know, those of you that don't know, that's fine. After being very successful in building a business and being in the area of confidence and coaching hundreds of clients, thousands of clients, successfully to overcome their social anxiety and also overcoming mine, and then having to overcome mine again after a breakdown in 2017, I really learnt the value of structuring your week, or for another term, which is the same thing, scheduling. And first of all, I tried this out in my life, and it gave me so much confidence again. I got my confidence back, and it helped me to change every area of my life. Financially, every area improved, right? I always say in my videos, if you've never met me before, most of my coaching is helping men to overcome social anxiety, shyness, anxiety, and helping them to build confidence. But it doesn't stop there. You know, it helps. The teaching that I do, the confidence coaching, helps you in so many different ways, and I can go more into that in other videos, right? So I started to experiment with, you know, and I'm not saying like you have to plan every single day. I'm not saying that, you don't have to do that. But you basically need to structure your life so that you're meeting people. That's kind of the point of this. So where most people go wrong who have social anxiety, by the way, that is not pee, that is this is a tea. It's honey for my flu. It looks like looks like urine in a cup, but it's not. I'm not into drinking that. So, you know, a lot of people make the mistake, and I know from clients where, you know, they basically structure their life where they don't have to speak to anyone. And I understand, because I've been there myself, so I can really relate to my clients, which is why I can help them. I know the patterns, most of the patterns. So people structure their life in a way where it's all around avoidance, and that don't help. It makes you depressed. You really struggle with confidence when you do that, especially if you do it long term. I'll also make a point of saying, of course it's healthy once in a while to have time away from people. That's completely normal. That's like, it's, you know, same way that it's healthy to take some time off work and have a holiday, or take some time out from the gym to recover. But obviously, you've got to get the balance right. So this is something that I do on my 1-year social anxiety program, and I love it. It works so well. I call it a life coaching approach, where I get with my clients, we do it together. I get them to restructure their life so that their life is fun. It looks something like this, right? It doesn't have to be exactly. So on Monday, they're going to the gym. On Tuesday, they're going to spend time with their family. On Wednesday, they're taking a day off for themselves to chill out and do sightseeing, or just to watch movies. Fair enough. On Thursday, they're meeting up with a friend. On Friday, you know, they're going to a social event. On Saturday, if they've got a girlfriend, they're spending time with a girlfriend. If they haven't got a girlfriend, they're going on a date on Saturday. Sunday, they're creating some content for their business. So can you hear, within that week, there's a lot of activities, and a lot of the days are made up of having to talk to people. Does that make sense? So basically, this is so powerful for building social confidence, and confidence pretty much in all areas of life. All right, Timmy. Now this is it's a honey and ginger tea. It's not bad. I've got a little bit of a flu, nothing major. So the structure is important, and I recommend actually writing it down in your phone or having it in a calendar. So, you know, you do plan some of the weeks ahead, and of course you can have some days for spontaneity, but it really does You know, Tyson Fury spoke on this. He understands it, he does it. For mental health, which is very similar to getting over social anxiety, quite a similar approach. So you need exposure. You need exposure therapy to people and to coming out of your house and activities. So if you do that, guys, and you work at it, now obviously it's challenging at the start. It's going to be uncomfortable if you haven't been social for a long time, or if you're still not social off the back of the lockdowns. But it's like everything. You got to work at it, and it will get easier the more you practice. At the start, it's always going to be uncomfortable for everyone. It was uncomfortable for me too, because obviously you're getting back out there, you're going to the gym, family, friends, dating, business, career, work, however your life is, or however. And basically, this is like, within structuring and scheduling, they're all kind of the same thing. It's goal setting, it's accountability, it's, you know, organizing your life, building habits, and all the successful people do this. And I'm sorry to say it, all unsuccessful people don't do it. They don't structure their lives in a way where it's forcing them to take action and socialize. And it works wonders when you do it, and you feel better when you do it. You know, it's basically, it's very similar to, I guess in a way, it's similar to, excuse me, when we were at school. You know, I remember when I was at school and I was younger, you had your plan for the week. You knew that on Monday was maths, Tuesday was science, Wednesday was geography, Thursday was history. So you had a structure, you had some sort of plan of what the week ahead, what it entailed. So you need to do that with social anxiety. You can't just leave it to chance, because if you leave it to chance, chances are you're not going to socialize enough. You're just going to get afraid, you're going to get comfortable. So scheduling and structuring your week really is a protection. It protects you from being antisocial and reclusing yourself away, isolating yourself away, locking yourself up in your apartment or wherever you're living, your flat, or if you're living with your parents. And it forces you to get out into the world and interact with people and build relationships. And you know, you're just a lot happier when you do this. But like I said, with all new things, it's going to be scary at the start. It's going to be very scary. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you can do it. Everyone can do it. Everyone's got the strength to do it if they really want to do it. Now, I always say, if you can't do it, it's too overwhelming and you need support, you need help. I offer confidence coaching for social anxiety. I do it with my clients. I'm very successful at it. And you know, we can do the coaching online if that's easier for you. If it's too daunting for you to meet up in person with me, or if you prefer that, I've got a program for in person. So I do an in-person program and I do an online coaching program. Programs can start at anything from 2 hours, and they can go as long as 1 year or 6 weeks or 6 months. So depending on what you want, what you need, if we can work together well and you're committed, because I only coach committed clients. I don't work with people that are not committed, because it doesn't work from past experience. And I can help you to restructure your weeks, your months and your life in a way that makes you socialize more. And I always include with socializing, going to the gym more. So it's pretty simple. When you think about it now, you can get a piece of paper now, write down Monday to Sunday, look at even do a little experiment. I did it, helps, not to judge yourself, to help yourself. Ask yourself, this week that's gone, what did you do from Monday till, well, we're in Tuesday now. Go back 7 days, backtrack. And you might realize that most of your days are made up of not talking to people, not having any relationships. And that's not good. Really not good for social anxiety, especially. It's important to have connections, relationships, first and foremost with the people that love you, that are around you, family or friends or work colleagues, and then outside of that, you know, relationships, other friends, business, dating, etc. Yeah. It's funny because a lot of people who have anxiety or social anxiety associate lots of things as being stressful, and I used to be like that. But when you have this, it actually makes your life less stressful, like I said. So ideally, one of the quickest ways to build social confidence is to be social, have some structure in your life where you know what you're doing on some days. Let me just forget that question. I've got 5 on it. Do you have to go to a brochure or a set plan? Could you explain the question a bit more? Are you talking about in my coaching, or are you talking about what I'm asking you guys to do today? I didn't fully understand the question. That's one of the challenges of these streams sometimes. If someone's with me in person, it's easy to communicate, but on a stream with short questions, well, to be honest, the more you stick to the plan, the better it is, because that's also a great way of building discipline and accountability. So it's Tuesday today. If you schedule Thursday, I'm going to go to the gym for an hour and a half and work out and also be more social. If you do that, then that's going to build more confidence. You feel good about yourself. You know, we're always going to feel good when we say, I make a promise to myself to do that next week, and when we do it. If we make promises and we break them, we don't feel good. Okay, so in your coaching, I didn't know if it was a different for everybody or you had to set plan. No, good question. And I'm going to make more videos because I realize more people don't know how my coaching works or have questions, and I love it. I'm going to start doing a series of videos. So it's a bit of both. I have a structure in place for all my long-term clients, but it's not, I don't coach every client exactly the same, because all my clients have got different personalities. They've got slightly different goals, so it wouldn't be possible to coach them exactly the same, but the principles are similar. So to answer your question, it's a bit of both. So I'll give you an example. Let's just say for you, you've got 5, I've got 5 on it. Let's just say that you were doing my coaching, and I'm not saying this is factual, but let's just say your goal was you wanted to build a successful business. You wanted me to coach you on how to do that, right? So I would create the program according to your goal and the agreement we've got and your personality, and I would create it around that. Where, let's say Timmy was doing my program, but his goal was to, you know, come outside his house, socialize more, go to the gym more. I would have a structure in place and a specific way of coaching him to achieve those goals. So that's what I love about my coaching, that it's going to be slightly different because every client has got a different objective, and I might have another client whose goal is to build their confidence with women so they can get a relationship, and they want to overcome social anxiety. So it's different, but the actual principles, yes, are the same, in that it's about setting goals, facing fear, building up your confidence, doing exposure therapy, you know. I hope that explained it well. It's funny. Timmy's always got his good one-liners. All right, Alex, you're doing my program. Yeah, well, regards to the structure with the weekend program, it goes something like this. So we meet, whether I do it with you one-on-one or in the group, depends on how many people sign up. So we meet, we go for a coffee, we sit down, so I can get to know you. You can get a bit more relaxed. We have a conversation about what your goals are, you know, a bit more about yourself. Do that for an hour or a bit over a coffee or a tea. And then we go out in public and practice exposure therapy, and I get you to practice having conversations with women so you can improve your anxiety and get some confidence. And then after a couple of hours of doing that, we go for lunch. unless you're fasting. Sometimes the guys fast, I fast, so we go for some food and a tea, and then we go over stuff that you need to work on, and that's really it. Pretty straightforward. So people are often surprised when I explain the simplicity of my coaching and what you need to do. It's not like, I think that's the thing today. People have got an idea in their head that it's going to be something that is like quantum mechanics that they've never heard. But all these things are, yeah, me too, looking forward to it. They're all straightforward, but of course they take courage. So it's a bit like when I say on the channel, guys, I know you know this, but you need to do it. Go to the gym for a year or go for 6 months. It's going to change your life. A lot of people will just be like, yeah, whatever. You know, I understand it's human nature. I already know that. Why is he telling me that? But it's like, look, you know it, but you're not doing it. And that's where my coaching comes in. I don't really tell anyone anything that they don't know, but I help my clients to get past the fears and the anxieties and the resistance with regards to them doing the things that they know they should do and they know what to do, but fear gets in the way of simple things. So the coaching is mostly around, you know, facing your fears and being consistent with it. But yeah, I've been doing it already, and I'm quite excited about it. It's a bit slow at the moment, but I'm fine. I'm patient. I know that good things take time. People are starting to catch on because obviously my teaching has changed a lot from when I first started. I'm doing a lot of other areas of coaching, so I will start doing more videos explaining, you know, how to overcome your social anxiety so you can live the life that you want. And there's a lot of details that inquires, as a lot of you guys know. And people that don't have social anxiety might not understand how challenging it can be for people and how there's a lot of overthinking. So people need things explained to them, which is why I do go over things a lot for you guys, because I know that I was the same. I needed things explained to me a lot of times because I was anxious and I would overthink and worry. So you need someone to settle your mind and keep going over what you need to do so you can understand it and eventually do it. So it's about building a habit. I'm just checking the time, guys. So I've got a client at 2 o'clock. Okay, I have to go now. It's flown. Yeah, I said it would be short today because that was it. That's all I really needed to explain. So anyone watching this stream or watches it later on can practice that. Get your phone or get a piece of paper, write down Monday to Sunday, look at your life, and if there's not much going on, start to fill it with activities gradually. Do one step at a time if it's too overwhelming. And you really want to get to a stage where, you know, your weeks are social. You're socializing quite regularly. You're not on your own every day. That's not healthy for anybody, any guy, especially with social anxiety. So as I said, I'm not saying that you've got to meet people every day. That might be a bit extreme, and because I'm saying I like to have space too on my own to relax. But you know, you want to be socializing a couple of times in your week. If not, let's say out of 7 days a week, it would be ideal if you could socialize at least 3, at least half, like, or maybe 4 would be even better. So 5 would be amazing. 7 maybe too much. So 3 to 5 times a week, like within socializing, you're getting to see your mum or your dad or a friend, or if you're working with a coach or mentor, or you're going to a meetup group, or you're going on a date, or you're going to work or the gym. Does that make sense? I'm sure you guys got it. So it's pretty simple. All right, guys, I just want to get over this flu. I'm at a stage, it is going away. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of it's affecting my mood a little bit. I feel a bit weak. So I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on YouTube for guys, my clients, on how to overcome social anxiety and create the life that you want in all areas or specific areas that are important to you. And you guys can let me know what are the areas that you want to succeed in, so I can make videos and help you and build more coaching programs to help you. And where is social anxiety stopping you in those areas? All right, see you guys soon.